Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time I decided to take a small little break from actually playing the game and talk about certain things about Robotics Notes that I wanted to go over. I don't know, I feel like with doing that video that I've made some things a little clearer to myself, and I certainly hope you all enjoyed it. I know at least one person did. Anyway, in so much as what happened last time in the game, we learned that Frau's Twipo account got hacked into. At least that's what we're led to believe, anyway. I mean, Frau doesn't remember making any posts recently on her Twipo account, so the last thing we can really think of is that someone did indeed hack into her account. Question is, who? Who hacked in? I have to assume that it's someone that we've already know in the game, because there's not many characters in this game to choose from of who did it. And I don't really want to suspect anyone, but all the same, it's like I have to suspect someone. I'm just not sure who to suspect. I mean, it could be someone that we haven't actually seen in game yet, because we still have yet to unlock one character according to the configuration menu. So I don't know. Maybe it's not someone we actually know, but someone who we've been led to believe is dead. I mean, thinking back on the Kimijima reports, especially since I just recently rewatched my episodes of the ones that included the Kimijima reports, I've kind of concluded something here concerning them. I mean, in the reports and out of the reports, we learned that Kimijima is dead. But with his reports, I feel like with the way they're written, I feel like they're not so much like warning people, but I feel like they're written in the way that you would like write in a diary or a journal. So I don't know. I kind of have the feeling that Kimijima is still alive. I mean, he's a big name in all this, so I feel like he is going to appear at some point. I thought that maybe like we would get like a flashback of Kimijima later in the game, talking to whoever about what has been going on this entire game and what's supposed to happen. But what if he is actually alive? And what if he is the one who hacked into Frau's account and pretended to be her? It's like, why he would do that, I'm not entirely sure, but it's one thing that I can't help but think that could be a possibility. I mean, it could be all conjecture that I'm just spewing, but all the same. But anyway, let's get back into this, shall we? Alright, so last time when I stopped, it was right after I had just gotten a couple of tips, so let's read these real quick here. BL, Boys Love. A piece of work created for a female audience where male characters fall in love with each other. In other words, called yaoi. Right? Cloud computing. to run everything on the network besides the minimal necessities like the computer system and programs. Okay. So that... doesn't that kind of sound like iCloud? And SPO East. A fiction, short for the evening paper Sports East News. Okay. So SPO East is short for Sports East. Got it. A lot of their articles cause misunderstandings and bad assumptions, sometimes used as a phrase to mean gossip. Huh. Interesting. Okay. And we are once again in front of Frau's home. And apparently it's very windy and it sounds like it's raining. I hope it's not another typhoon. Last night's rain shower has continued through today. Just a rain shower. Okay. Not a typhoon, just a simple rain shower. I think we can deal with that better than a typhoon. Which means I couldn't commute by scooter. It took me about 10 minutes to get here from school. Well, that's not bad. Although I guess if it's raining, that could put a real, pun intended, damper on things. The entrance of the abandoned hotel. Nearby is the intercom that Frau had installed into the building. Which is not surprising. If she doesn't answer after 3 rings, she's either sleeping or out. More than likely she's sleeping. Or just ignoring him. By out, I mean that she's probably taken a trip to the a.k.a. general store to grab a bite. I mean, that would be the only thing that would get her to actually leave. Food. More Pocky. Strawberry flavored. But she definitely wouldn't want to leave on a rainy day like this. A shut-in like Frau should hate the rain. I mean, we don't know that for sure. I suppose I'll ring Mizuka-san up, just in case.
Call, 異例商店。
毎度ありがとうございます。異例商店でございます。
Hi, Mizuka.
あ、水香さん、八潮ですけど。あ、
Silence. Is something wrong, Mizuka? Do you not want to talk to me?
なんだ、タイか。
Oh, it's just you. It's like, I'm gonna hang up now. Her energy level drops dramatically. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you. I can see you anytime you come into the store. I don't need to speak to you over the phone. Goodbye. Click. Every time I hear Mizuka-san act all polite, I can't help but want to interject. Who the heck are you?
今日水香さんのお店にコナちゃんって来た？
コナちゃん？誰さ？
Come on, Kaito. Frau.
コウジロフラウ。旧空港前の廃墟ホテルに住んでる子。
There we go.
ああ、あの子か。今日は見てないね。
I figured.
わかった。ありがとう。
I swear the wind and the rain is overpowering the voices a little bit. And I have the voice level all the way up to max. And that's that. Well, then Frau must be home. Oh, I almost forgot. I was actually supposed to respond to a tweepo here. Wrong button. I can't. God dang it. I think I need to restart here. Okay, here we go. So I'm supposed to reply to this tweepo from Geji-ne, or Gezi's sister. Or as I learned, Sister Centipede. Although now that I know that, I don't know if I want to actually refer to her as Sister Centipede or not. I mean, I don't know. It would be easier to read what's on the screen than try to remember to call them these names while I'm reading everything. What do you think about being called Big Brother from Heidi? Or should I change it to Big Bro or Big Bro? That makes me think of Nanako from Persona 4. Or only Bro? Only Bro. Or Brobo. Brobo. That's very alliterative. That Brobo actually sounds rather adorable, if you ask me. Or rather, I can copy myself 12 times, and each one could call you something different. Standing by. You can copy yourself 12 times? For some reason, that makes me think of an old Michael Keaton movie. Multiplicity. I haven't seen that movie in ages. Let's see what the responses are. Please don't call me by any of those. It's embarrassing. I mean, Kaito is what, an only child? Hasn't he ever wanted a younger sibling? Let's see, what are you talking about? I mean, she's talking about giving you a term of endearment. I would like you to keep calling me Big Brother. I mean, I would go with that, but let's see what I actually have to respond with. Oh, yes! This is actually the answer I'm supposed to give her. I got my wish. And that's that. I tried pressing the intercom button again. Yeah, it's like, just keep trying, see if she actually answers. But there's still no response. I'd say there's a pretty strong chance that she's just pretending to be out. However, I'm uneasy after yesterday and today's events. Which is understandable, really. The Tokyo blackouts and Frau's terrorism declaration are the hot topics of the moment on the net. Early this morning, Frau suddenly declared that she'd taken over RI Company's service robot OS. She then started saying crazy things to taunt people, so everyone on the net is lashing out at her. That's why I left school during my lunch break and came here.
おいおい、まさか姿くらましちゃったかな?
Not in the way you're thinking, Kaito. Considering everything she said on Tweepo, it makes sense for her to run. I mean, that's true, yes. But Frau, I feel like, is someone who would not run away from this kind of problem. That she would face it head on. Which means it doesn't matter how many times I push this button. Probably. But on the other hand, I have the bad feeling that she might have been framed. Most definitely. Frau is the only person I've told so far about the contents of the Kimijima reports. What about Juna? Like I could have sworn with report number 1, especially having gone over it recently again, that he talked to Juna about some of the contents of report number 1. Did he actually not? I mean, Juna was right there when he read it. And then there's Frau's mom, Kogori Minami, who was likely erased for opposing the Institute. Oh no, wait. With report number 1, that was more like a flashback of reading that. That's right. I kind of forgot. Also, Frau's mom being erased, that's a rather morose way to put it. Erased? I mean, did Arnold Schwarzenegger come and erase her? Frau came to this island to search for her mom. She did, yes. It wouldn't be strange if the Institute or committee abducted or threatened her into cooperating by using her mom. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, her mother could be held hostage by them.
陰謀論的な考え方も自然とスラスラ出てくるようになっちゃったね。
So, I guess he's slowly becoming a conspiracy theorist then? I mean, I feel like that just is showing me that Kaito does care about the Frau and just wants to see that she will be okay. Especially seeing that they kind of got intimate about the whole deal. I scoff at myself and call the number of the security company on the intercom sticker. I almost said snicker. The intercom snicker. My cousin won't answer no matter how much I call, so I'm breaking in. Please send security over ASAP. What? What? What is this? That's basically what I told them. Oh, okay. I see where he's getting at now. What he's getting at now. The call center girl who answered did her best to stop me. Nice try. I mean, no harm in trying, I guess. After hanging up, I find a fist-sized rock from among the weeds. I take aim at the glass door and throw it as hard as I can. Glass door? That looks like iron. I crouch down low, but move quickly and climb the stairs to the 3rd floor, stopping to catch my breath. I look down the hallway. There's no sign of anyone here.
ちょっとやりすぎちゃったよな。
Just a bit. if Frau asks me for reimbursement later, I'll just play dumb. I mean, are you really sure you want to try and do that with the Frau? I feel like Frau would just see right through him. Okay, so the guide says to respond to... Oh, I can't actually take out my phone droid. Maybe a little later. The guide tells me to respond to another Tweepo once I'm inside here, but it doesn't specifically say when. All the same, I can't bring out my phone droid anyway. I seriously didn't think it'd break like that. Well, you thought wrong. I'm feeling super nervous. Not about having to pay, about making a noise that loud. Like, what if someone has Frau confined to her room? I think he's overthinking it. Like, how I sometimes do. It's possible that the culprit could do something bad in response to the noise. Like killing Frau. Or ambushing me. Yeah, it's like, Kaito will be abused, not ambushed. That's even worse. Nah, I'm sure it'll be all fine. I force myself to think positively. Anyway, I head to Frau's room. I check for sounds inside the room through the door, but I don't hear any talking. Then she's alone. I mean, although she does have Genki and Rosetta, so she's not entirely alone. I gently turn the doorknob.
No.
Frau? Unexpectedly, it's unlocked. Now, for a second there, I thought Frau just opened the door. Whenever I visit, Frau always keeps her room locked. She only opens it when I knock from outside. What's different then? But if it's unlocked, does that mean nobody's inside? Nah, I think she's in there. Or I imagine a gruesome scene awaiting me inside the room and hesitate to open the door. Was he thinking that, Frau, that he's expecting the Frau to be dead and he'll be finding her corpse? But I can't turn back now. I need to check inside.
合能好判断はこうって
I brace myself and slowly open the door.
寒っ
Of course. It's always freezing in here. Maybe now? No. I still can't bring out my phone droid.
誰もいない
I don't see anyone. The AC is on, so it's as freezing cold as always. The PC is still on too. Actually, even her phone droid is just sitting there. What's that noise in the background? I mean, it sounds like water running. The room is filled with the smell of mold and must. This might actually be worse than usual, partially because of the vomit on the floor. Ugh. It looks like a stain because it's dry. Clearly Frau hasn't been eating much. There are no solids. I prefer not to look at it straight on. I kinda don't blame him. I take a look around the room and sigh. Frau's nowhere to be found. I figured she might be sleeping, but I was wrong. Did I miss her on the way over, and she's at Masuka-san's place now? No. Or was she kidnapped? I want to say not. A sound. A sound of water running? Maybe she's taking a bath. I hear a sound. It's mixed in with the low humming of the PC. Yeah, I'm also hearing a electronic noise too, and that's what that is. Okay. It's the sound of water. Okay, it is water running. I immediately turn to the entrance. That's where the bathroom door is. It's currently shut. Upon closer inspection, light is visibly leaking from the opening at the bottom. Someone's inside. Frau. I was so nervous when I came in that I didn't even notice. But there's definitely a sound coming from inside the bathroom. It's the sound of water flowing from a faucet.
まったく、嫌になるよ。
I'm so fed up with all of this. Why does everything have to be such a pain? Because you feel like it has to be a pain. Why can't fate just let me play games in peace? I guess fate has it out for him. After internally ranting for a bit, it's like funny that he says that because I feel like everyone does that. I know I do it. I charge into the bathroom without hesitation. Frau? The tub is overflowing and she's holding what looks like a knife. Please don't tell me that she's trying to, like, commit suicide. I don't want that. It's like, just this image is, like, giving me slight anxiety here. It's like, I really like Frau. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'm awash with regret. My immediate impression is that I've just laid eyes on a corpse for the first time in my life. And I don't think she's dead. I mean, of course, with it being a CG, you can't really tell, but all the same, I don't think she's dead. Frau's skin is pale like that of a doll. It's always been like that. She doesn't even look real, but she is. It's then that I realize I'm surprisingly calm. I walk up to the tub and turn off the faucet. It looks like she slit her wrists. Did she actually? Did she actually slit her wrists? No. Frau, why? Why did she have to commit suicide? No, I don't want this. I don't want this. Guilt for her crimes? Was she pushed to the edge after being framed by the Tavistock Institute? I mean, if she did actually slit her wrists, that's just as... That's even worse than just running away. Say... Come on, Frau. Please still be okay.
コナちゃん。せめて、安らかに。
He may be jumping the gun in saying that she is dead. I mean, he hasn't checked her body. He hasn't touched her. He hasn't seen if she has a pulse or anything. So it's like, Kaito, check her. Come on. I move to take the cutter knife out of her hand, and it falls. She's still alive. Thank God. Huh? Frau's eyelids open slightly. Thank freaking God. It's like, I don't want her dead. Frau? Okay, babe? She's not looking too hot. She looks toward me. And suddenly grips my wrist tightly. I mean, she apparently has enough strength to grip his wrist tightly. Oh my God, her face. Oh, Frau.
おい
I'm so shaken that I fall back onto my butt. The bathroom floor is wet, and the cold sensation returns me to my senses.
コナちゃん生きてるの
Say, thank freaking God. I swear, my heart was racing there for a little bit. But it's like, even though that I'm relieved that she's not dead, I'm just still awash with, like, a little bit of anxiety. It's like, I don't want any of these characters to die. Actually, I don't see any blood anywhere. It's like, she thought about it though, right? Thought about committing suicide. And that's why she has the knife. It's like, I know she's better than that. I just know it. Ugh. Had she not attempted it yet?
大丈夫何やってんの
Yeah, really. It's like, what are you thinking, Frau? I hurriedly grab her by the shoulders and give her a shake. Her body is shockingly cold, enough to make me shiver. Frau's eyes remain half open. She's still gripping my wrist. A trickle of tears descend from the corners of her eyes. Don't cry, Frau. Please don't.
コナちゃん
怪我される
Excuse me?
なんだって
頑張れるか怪我されちゃう
Okay. Gunvarel is being defiled. It's like, for a second there, I thought she was going to say something else with that word. And I didn't want to think about that.
ヤシオ先輩 助
It's like, I'll help you. I'll help you. The lady just barely gets her words out. She's not some super genius high school programmer girl that uses old net slang from a decade ago. She's, as I've put it before, she's a lost little girl. She's just a lonesome, frail girl asking for help from the depths of her soul. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my god. I mean, I'm glad she's okay, relatively, but oh my god, that was heart-wrenching. Jesus. Now can I take out my phone droid? There we go. Okay. So, before we continue, I'm supposed to respond to another tweepo here. Again, from Geji-ne. And I believe this is the right one? Yes. If Big Brother was able to choose Heidi's outfit, what would you like it to be? No matter your answer, no DLCs will be added. Okay. It's like, what if I want DLCs, though? Even if someone were to offer to pay for it, they still wouldn't be added, especially if they're sexual in nature. Sexual. Alright. And let's see here. The usual is fine. A swimsuit, excuse me. How about a cat ear maid? Give it a chance. Cat ear maid. That just makes me think of my most favorite character from Steins Gate. I tend to really like the females in these game series. Okay, let's see which one I'm supposed to reply with here. Oh my god. This one. Cat ear maid. Alright. I will take that. It's like, I don't mind this answer at all. Well, I'm certainly grateful that Frau is still with us. It's like, geez, that really got me worried there. And you know, suicide is definitely not the answer. I mean, way too many lives are lost from people committing suicide, you know, for whatever reason. And yeah, it's really all a cry for help. And you know, the signs with Frau, I mean, I didn't pick up on it, but everything that she's been doing, you know, holding herself up at home and just not eating, and I guess with her Tweepo account getting hacked into, that just kind of, I don't know, pushed her over the edge a little bit. So I can see why she would think of to try to commit suicide, but that is not the answer. And now I just want to hold on to her and never let go and be like, Frau, no, don't run away. We will get through this. We will figure out what's going on. Get down to the bottom of things. Anyway, let's see how she's doing here now that She's out of the bathtub. Frau? Sweetie? I'm wrapped up in a blanket. With Frau? Frau is in her usual camisole and short shorts. Okay, so not with Frau, but, I thought maybe it would wind up being like that CG from quite a while back of the Frau being huddled in under the blanket with Kaito.
Hex!
Gesundheit.
くしゃみしたいのは俺の方なんだけど。
さーせん。
It's okay, Frau. It's like, don't scare me like that again, okay?
ほら、飲みなよ。
I hand Frau a mug full of hot corn soup. That sounds really good. She already had one, but she said she wanted seconds, so I made some more. It's a good thing Kaito came with some food. Frau obediently takes it and wraps it up. And wraps it? No, puts it up to her lips. Yeah, careful.
そりゃそうだ。
She already made the same mistake on the first cup. Maybe she just can't handle hot things. No, I'd say that she can handle some hot things. If I'm being honest. It's like... I take a sip of my own soup. I can feel my body warming up from the inside. It's been about 1 hour since I discovered Frau in the bathroom. It's like just that image of her I can't get out of my head. Of her just slumped over the side of the tub. That's going to be in my head for a while. I ended up ditching afternoon classes. I mean, I wouldn't leave the Frau alone right now. So that's good that's good that he's sticking around. Do you really have to show me this again? Ugh. The shut-in actually filled her tub with the intention of slitting her wrists and dying. But since she hadn't eaten for several days, she had no strength. Nor did she have the courage to actually do it. Thank God. Sitting in the tub, hesitating, her body temp dropped, leaving her incapable of exiting the tub on her own. She probably would have died if I hadn't stumbled across her. It's actually a good thing that he broke in. If he hadn't... Frau, I don't want to think about it. It took a lot to drag her out of there. Plus, she was totally nude, so I didn't even know where to look. It's okay, Kaito, this was an emergency. Granted, in that situation, the last thing on my mind was Frau's body. Plus, she ain't got nothing on Nison. Really, Frau? I mean, Kaito? Really? It's like, I don't know why I'm getting the two of them mixed up. It's like, Frau is the one with the dirty mind, not Kaito. But it's like, really, though, Kaito? Thinking about Nai's body compared to Frau's body? It's like, come on. It's like they're completely two different people. And Nai is older, so... You know, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but... It's like, let's get back on the topic at hand here. Please, Kaito. That said, going forward, it might be a wee bit difficult to talk to her face to face after remembering this. Yeah, I'd say so. Anyway, I wiped Frau dry, wrapped her in some blankets, turned up the heat, and made corn soup to warm her up. All of this hard work has paid off as the color is returning to Frau's face. Good. I had her put some clothes on earlier. Some dudes from the security company I called came after I took Frau out of the bathroom. Try explaining this to them. I mean, all you have to say is that she tried to commit suicide and they'll understand. My own clothes are currently drying. Frau offered to lend me a shirt, but our sizes are totally different. It's like, that's fine. It's like, a shirt's a shirt. And so here I am, walking around her place wrapped up in a blanket.
で、そろそろ話してよ。
Yeah, Frau. It's like, what was going through your head?
コナちゃんのあのツイポでの発言は一体どういうことなのか。
Frau's still hanging her head. She's just staring into her mug of corn soup.
どっかのロボット OS を乗っ取ったって話、特に詳しく聞かせてほしいな。どうやら東京じゃロボットの反乱が本当に起きてるらしいけど。
Oh, there's already a robot insurrection happening in Tokyo? Alright, I guess I didn't, really get that last time.
私じゃないし。
No, I know, Frau.
はめられたんだわ。誰かに。ツイポのアカウント。乗っ取られたっぽい。
Yeah, someone hacked in.
乗っ取られた？ハッキングとかそういうの？
Yes. I'm not exactly computer savvy, so I just tossed the idea out there.
わかんない。ウイルスとかそういうのチェックしたけどヒットしないし。
No hits on viruses. So viruses weren't used in the hacking. But any good hacker wouldn't really need a virus to hack in. Right?
なんでこんなことに。
I think the better question here is why, not how. You okay, Frau? Frau covers her mouth. She gonna vomit again? She seems like she might throw up. Yeah. I find it hard to believe that this young lady is a terrorist. Same. It's like she may have the facade of, you know, what they like to call her, of being a pervert, but it's like, I definitely do not see the Frau as being a terrorist. No way. At the very least, it doesn't look like she's lying to me. Still. A robot insurrection? The Kimijima reports were on the mark again. Terrorism taking advantage of the chaos caused by the arrival of a large-scale solar disturbance. That's exactly what's going down in Tokyo.
Geji-ne, いる?
Oh, that's right. The Frau knows about Geji-ne. So, it's like, for a second there, I was like, he's asking Geji-ne if she's there? But I kind of forgot that the Frau already knows about her.
Hi.
When I call out Geji-ne promptly appears, but for some reason, she's facing the wrong direction. Yeah, it's like she's not facing Kaito. I mean, she's looking at an angle. What is she looking at?
どこ見てるの?
屋内なので、今のゲジネはヤシオさんが見えていない状態です。
Ah, that's right. To be fair, it doesn't really matter to Airi or Geji-ne if they can see the inside of this room or not.
東京で起きてるロボットの反乱だけど、それに300人委員会が関わってるって情報は掴んでない。
I honestly don't think that she would have any information that it would point to the Committee of 300 being involved.
情報は収集していますが、関東地方は停電によるオンラインユーザーの減少により、絶対的な情報量が平常時の 20% まで低下しています。
20%? That's pretty significant.
なお、収集した情報は未だ分析していないため、現段階ではヤシオさんの要求には返答できません。
Okay, so it sounds like that she can get that information. It's just gonna take some time.
あっそう。
Good grief. She really is inflexible. No, it's like, it's just that, since she is an AI, basically a computer herself, it's gonna take time for her to find the information.
もういいよ、どっか行っちゃって。
失礼します。
とまあ、そんな感じなんだけど、コナちゃんはどこまで把握してる?
Things are going nuts on the net right now, but I only know the general beats.
東京が停電した。まだ完全復旧してない。
それはさすがに俺も知ってるよ。復旧はいつになるかわからないってさ。
I have a feeling Tokyo is going to be paralyzed for quite a while. I mean, and who's to say how long exactly? But I want to say for a pretty significant amount of time. The fact that they don't know speaks to how serious the situation is. Yeah, really. Though apparently some areas have in fact gotten power back already. Well, that's good. Either way, the solar disturbance did a real number on things. folks are currently pretty sympathetic toward the whole situation. But that won't last forever. When Tokyo effectively shut down, Japan's economy is all but dead. And then there's what Akiho said this morning.
このままじゃ来年の万博が中止になっちゃうよ。
Okay, we didn't get this earlier. Cancelled. Especially since the expo is in Tokyo. It's like... Will Tokyo be back up and running, not be paralyzed by the time February comes around? Is that really what she should be concerned about right now? I mean, that's one of the things that's on her mind. I mean, the expo is in Tokyo, and Tokyo's paralyzed. Blackouts all over. So, it's like that's where her mind is. In addition to her being concerned about, Misane, whether or not she's okay. But I do get it. For those of us living on Tanegashima, the things happening in Tokyo seem like a distant dream.
停電のことよりロボットの反乱っていうのを詳しく教えてよ。
RI 社ってのがあるわけだが。
A little bit, not too much.
RI?
Prowl taps away at her PC keyboard and opens up what seems to be a robot company's homepage.
ロボラトリーインダストリー社の略。
Yeah, we learned that already. It's like, what are these two robots? It's like the girl-looking one. I don't know, for some reason it kind of makes me think of Eve from Wall-E in a way. And there's some old posts here. October 22nd, October 13th, September 27th.
RI 社は日本でのサービスロボのシェア3位な。特に都市圏での売り上げが強いっぽい。
Like Tokyo.
RI 社のロボはリーチシリーズっていうわけだが、道案内機能に特化したサービスロボなのだぜ。
Specialize in guidance. Okay. So the female one is Reach Series number 3?
交番に配置されてるのは必ずこいつ。あと、街のあちこちを歩いてたりもする。
ああ、それなら俺もこの前東京に行った時に見た。
I mean, the last time we were in Tokyo was for the Robo 1 event, right? And that was a long time ago. Jeez. I don't remember Kaito commenting on any robots then, though. I spotted one from a distance when I was in Odaiba, but I didn't have the chance to talk to it. Huh. But when Michi brought us to our hotel in Akihabara on the second night, I saw a bunch strolling around. We passed about 3 robots while walking down the street over a period of 5 minutes.
その RI 社のサーバーにあるロボット OS が乗っ取られたらしいよ。
Okay, so these robots were also hacked into? That's what it sounds like she's getting at.
ロボット OS を乗っ取ったら全部のロボットを自由にできるわけ？
I mean, yeah. I mean, they can't function on their own, right? They need an operator.
RI 社のロボット限定。
Only with RI company robots. Okay, that's pretty specific.
他のメーカーのは無理ぽ。
でもその RI 社のロボって市販されてるんでしょ？一体あちこちバラバラな場所にいるってことだよね。サーバーを乗っ取ったからって全部のロボットに命令できるものなわけ？そもそもロボット OS って何？
I imagine a robot OS is a lot like the OS to like a Mac computer.
RI 社のリーチシリーズはクラウドコンピューティングで全ロボットのデータを統合してる。
Okay, they use the cloud computing to like identify the Reach series robots. That's what it sounds like. Unified data of all their robots. No, wait. Probably to identify them and also to and probably also to have the Reach series robots work together. So if the cloud computing was hacked into, that data is a very dangerous tool, if that's the case.
あとはわかるな。
いや、わからないって。クラウドってネットワーク上でデータを共有するっていうあれだっけ？
Frau nods. She then taps away at her keyboard again, this time bringing up a page that explains the Reach series.
リーチシリーズはその OS やメモリをネットワーク上に置いて常時オンライン状態。
Always online.
これによって何百何千っていうロボットが互いのデータを共有して最適化してる。
Okay, that makes sense.
個体差はなくなるからロボットによって提供するサービスに差が出ることはない。
So if they lose their individual quirks, if they were hacked into, they would all have their individuality be basically wiped, right?
リアルタイムでの情報共有ができるんで、道案内に特化したリーチシリーズにはベストなシステムらしい。
Okay. Now we're getting into really technical stuff here. It's like first, Frau's route gets all sciencey on me with the fifth Kimijima report, and now talking about all these Reach series robots, it's gone all technical on me. It's like, which makes sense with Frau's route, I feel.
ロボそのもののバグもすぐに潰せるからメンテの人件費も安くなるし。でもセキュリティの面でずっと不安視されてたわけで。
And they were right to feel uneasy. If a single location manages all the data, just take control of that location and you have access to all the robots. Yeah, and with whoever hacked into Frau's account, if they also hacked into the robots, that's what they did, right? They took control of the location and took control of every robot. Wow.
RI の中の人もサーバー止められないらしい。物理的に止めようにも、サーバールームの鍵は電子制御で、でもそのシステムは停電で停止してるから。サーバールームのシステムがダウンしてるなら、サーバーそのものもダウンするはずじゃ。
I mean, that would make the most sense.
サーバーは停電に備えて自家発電機能がある。3日は持つらしいってアットちゃんに書いてあった。
Huh. Okay. I mean, they're prepared, apparently. I get it.
んで、その乗っ取りをコナちゃんがやったことになってると。
Yeah, when she's actually not. We need to find out who is pretending to be Frau and Dweepo. This is not good.
でも、ツイポで私が犯人ですって言ったところで、そう簡単に信じてもらえる方がおかしいんじゃ？
You think that, like, Frau's, like, diehard fans would know that it's not her posting these comments on Dweebo?
普通、狂言でしたで終わりでしょ。ロボットが実際に暴走してるとしても、コナちゃんが何もしてないなら、すぐに疑いが晴れるんじゃ？
I would hope so, but at the same time, that's an assumption that's hard to prove.
そうでもない。RI のサーバーは今外部からのアクセスができなくなってるけん。
Oh. If it's currently inaccessible from the outside, then it had to be an inside job then. Someone from the Robotics had to have done it then, right? I mean, that feels like it's the right thing to think. That it's an inside job.
ハッカーの仕掛けた鍵のせいっぽい。
鍵？
Kagi?
見ればわかる。
Frau taps on her keyboard and opens a certain page. What am I looking at here? Oh, Pokecon. So, phone droid. Right? Okay, huh. What is this, like, code? It kind of looks like code. Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be code. Tweepo, IRUO, Doc Viewer. Doc mode. What does that say there? Doc mode, filer, That is so hard to read after that. It almost looks like it says Kimishida. Or Kimishido. Or the last bit is really hard to read. The source is displayed, but I have no clue what any of it means. I mean, that's code for you.
ここがリーチシリーズのデータ満載のサーバー。ここまでは今誰でも入れるダダ漏れ状態。
Really? It's an open source. Anyone can get in. Well then. What can we do so it's not an open source? I guess if it wasn't an open source, that only like an admin would be able to get in.
鍵がかかってるんじゃなかったの？
I assumed there'd at least be a page asking for a PW or something. PW password? But nope.
じゃあロボに強制的に命令できる OS 部分に入ってみるを。
Oh, really? You're gonna try and do that? Frau taps the keyboard again, and then the monitor goes black. A moment later, something appears on screen.
キルバラ？
Kill Ballad. Huh. What does this mean for Kill Ballad then? So, wait. Kill Ballad was also hacked into? Oh no. Millions of people play Kill Ballad. Yeah, don't throw up on me now, Frau. It's like, I need you to stay with me. Frau's face goes pale again, and she places her hands on her mouth. She starts dry heaving over and over again. Frau. It's like, take it easy, Frau.
誰かがここの鍵にキルバラを利用してやがる。
Oh. Kill Ballad's the lock. How'd they do that?
絶対に許さない。絶対にだ。
It's like now Frau is going to want to push against them. You know, now she's not gonna run away, right? So it's like she now wants to get down to the nitty-gritty and find out what is going on exactly and stop all this.
流用ってキルバラをどう使ってるっていうわけ？
この鍵に使われてるキルバラは CPU 戦しかできなくなってる。
Only allows for CPU battles. So no user input. What are they trying to do? Wait. Are they trying to use Kill Ballad as a way of controlling the robots? I mean, that could be a possibility, but then if it only allows for CPU battles, then... No, wait. That actually makes some sense. If it's only allowing for CPU battles, it's... If they use that for controlling the robots would essentially become sentient beings. Just kind of in a way that is not entirely sentient, but just being like part of an extension of Kill Ballad, if I'm thinking about this in the right way. Very interesting.
しかも対戦相手は必ず決まってる。
The opponent is the same every time. Huh. And which robot is always the same then? Gunvarel?
私のアカウントを乗っ取った中の人が言うには、その CPU にワンマッチ勝てば鍵が解除されるっぽい。
Okay, so if the CPU needs to be beaten in a match to release the lock, the only one who can do that is Kaito. So if Kaito is up to the task, he should be able to beat the CPU. I mean, he's second in the leaderboards, so he should be able to beat the computer and release the lock. Huh. My thoughts exactly. Alright, after hearing all of this, I can see how people suspect Frau, especially after her tweets. Yeah. Oh, Frau.
こいつを仕掛けたどっかのクソのせいで、このせいで頑張れるが怪我される。
Right. That's why she said that.
私、コウジロフラウのこととか、私の作ったキルバラのこととかは別にどれだけバカにされてもいいけど。
Just as long as Gunvarel doesn't get made of, she doesn't care if she or Kill Ballad itself gets made fun of. All she cares about is Gunvarel in all this. That's interesting. Huh.
頑張れるとママのことを関連づけて悪く言うのは許せない。
Yeah. How dare they? How dare they? Frau's shoulders sadly slump down. Her eyes are wet. Frau's the type to clown around using all kinds of old slang, so I've never seen her so despondent before. I mean, she clearly can get serious when she needs to be.
ママの残した頑張れるを。
So to her, Gunvarel is like an extension of her mother. Aww.
これ以上怪我されたくない。
I'm right there with you, Frau.
なのに私ママと利用されて。
I can hear in her voice that she's like on the brink of just crying, but I don't want her to cry.
どうしたら。
At this point, I don't know. what we should do. I mean, we need to get down to the bottom of this, but where to start? After quote-unquote Frau announced herself to the world, she had everything about her looked into and spread on the net. Furugori Kona's real name, photos, and her relationship to Gunvarel's director Kogori Minami, all of it. Kogori Minami's hidden message had only just been unearthed, and so this just added fuel to the fire. Oh boy. And so, people theorized that Kogori Minami was the true mastermind, which can't be the case. Frau's mom being the mastermind? I don't think so. If anyone was the mastermind behind this, I would say Kimijima, given what I've already said about him. And her message was an advance notice of her evil deeds. Considering how knee-deep in conspiracy theory BS I am, if I didn't know Frau, I very well might have been just like them. I mean, sure. Aw. I gently rub Frau's back as she cries. Aw. How sweet of you, Kaito. And wrapped up a little bit in the blanket. It's like, now he's acting like a big brother. It's like, every now and then, he'll act like a big brother to not just Akiho, but also to others around him. This being one of them. Aww. It's like, I mean, if Frau needs to cry it out, it's like, let her cry it out. And Kaito's there for her, so she has some moral support. I'm not really doing it to console her or anything. I just don't know what to say to her. I mean, that's understandable. Sometimes it's hard to say anything to someone who is, hurting in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes it's easier to say nothing and just, be by their side and, and like what he's doing, rubbing her back to comfort her. But
ワンマッチ勝てばいいわけでしょ。
I was hoping Kaito would be like, I'll do it. I will fight the CPU.
しかも相手は CPU とか。笑えてくるよ、マジで。
Kaito is so confident. It's like his ego is becoming bigger, practically.
こんなのむしろ楽勝じゃないの。今までクリアしたやつがいない方がおかしいね。
I mean, who knows? Some people might have tried already and failed. Frau knows how good I am. She does. Hell, I'm the second best in the whole damn world. I'm one step away from the top. And maybe if he beats the CPU, he'll become number one. And yet, she didn't even try to ask me for help, instead choosing to end her own life. Which was the wrong decision. It's way too soon to give up. Yeah. It's like, come on, Frau. Fight back.
そのゲーム乗ってやるよ。
Good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not underestimating my opponent, but at the end of the day, they're just a CPU. Once I figure out its patterns, it'll be easier to handle than an actual person. It's like, how good is the CPU, though, in Kill Ballad? I mean, we don't really know, do we? Because every time Kaito has played Kill Ballad, it's been against someone behind the robot that he's battling, right? So, how good is he against the CPU?
キルバラで勝てばいいって言うなら俺向きだ。
As I theorized, I mean, and he's really the only one to do it.
ヤシオ先輩。
Frau stares at me, her eyes wide open. She then begins to cry again. It's like, sure, I said for her to cry it out, but at the same time, I don't like to see anyone cry, really. She grasps onto me. It's like, hold on to her. Never let her go, Kaito.
ちょっと。
It's like, let it be, Kaito. Let it be.
先輩。よろしく。
I'm counting on him too.
勝ったら鎖骨ペロペロしてあげるので。
There's the perverted Frau we all know. It's like, take it, Kaito. Just take it. Let her lick your collarbone.
そりゃどうも。
I'll take a hard pass on that. Oh, come on. It's like she's counting on you. Anyhow, let's get this party started. I paste the URL into my phone droid browser and head straight for the locked page. Takasonobly. Am I saying that right? Takasonobly 2019? And we've faced this robot before. Snidger. Or is it supposed to be Snyder? The J kind of throws me off a little bit. Kill Ballad immediately boots up. Geez, straight to the pre-battle menu too. Visually, it's no different from regular KB. And as always, I go with Gunvarel. My opponent is... I think I'm just gonna call him Snyder. Because Snyder just sounds a little weird. A long-range character that specializes in sniping. This bastard gave me a hell of a time during our cheater hunt. It's then that I'm hit with deja vu. So what? Whoever was behind the cheating is also behind the hacking? I mean, I can't help but draw those two together. I wonder.
これ、相手は CPU なのになんでアカウントが表示されてるんだ？
それは初耳だわ。
It is? And then there's the name itself. Takasonobly. Huh. It's not particularly strange. It's not. But, even though the match is about to begin, I can't take my eyes off the CPU's account name. Takasonobly 2019. What does this name even mean? If there's any meaning behind it at all. That's the account name attached to the CPU. What's with this deja vu? Have I fought this thing before? I feel like this is going in the direction that I'm thinking, that the cheater in Kill Ballad is one and the same of who has hacked into Kaito's account. Kaito? Frau, excuse me. That can't be. They're a CPU. So, have I seen it somewhere? Why is this name so familiar? He's heard this name before. Okay. The light bulb in my head turns on. Ding ding!
チーターの名前だ。
Yeah, the cheaters.
高野愛と花園と小栗。
Wait. Takano Ai. Sonobly. Oh wait, I see it now. Takano Ai, Sono, Hana, Sono, and Blee. Bob Lee. I mean, that the last part is a little different, but it still makes sense because they just put like Bob Lee's first initial and then his last name, basically. So Takasonobly is a combination of all three of these names. Interesting. Okay. So, and they were fettered out to be the cheaters. So what, did one of them or all three of them, like, make this account? Boy. I'm not sure exactly what to think here of who could be behind this account. I mean, it could be one of them or all three of them. Oh, boy.
チーター3人の名前が全部含まれてる。
Yeah.
なんだと？
Could the person who took over the RI company servers have something to do with the 3 dead cheaters? But are they really dead? I mean, I theorized that they could be alive, and that their deaths could have been faked. Or did they just cobble this account name together based off of the 3 players who were in the top for so long? I mean, who's to say? I don't know, but it's unsettling either way. A little bit, yeah.
楽勝だと思ったらそうでもないかもね。
Despite all the attention this thing is gathering, not a single person has beat it. Is this the reason why? Okay. As soon as the match begins, I get my answer. Oh boy. Okay. I hope I don't mess this up. Oh. I didn't even get a sequence to input. I thought I would get a sequence to input, but no. Okay. Kaito lost. It's that hard? Dang. It was over before it even started. Wow. It's that difficult. Jeez. Me, of all people. Second in the world. I basically called this line. Second best in the world, and I didn't stand a goddamn chance.
Senpai.
Can we try more than once?
完敗だったよ。
Man. Even Kaito got whooped. I mean, he's second. What if who is number 1 were to try? Could they beat him?
こんな無茶苦茶な調整するなんてゲームとして破綻してる。なんなのあれ。
It's like the balancing has all gone out the window.
ふざけんな!
It's like, calm down, Kaito. Take a breath.
これ普通にやって勝てるやつは多分世界中に誰もいないよ。
Ooh. This music. Ooh. This is very epic sounding music. I really like it. We haven't heard this track before. Oh, this is getting me hyped up. Even Tajirine probably couldn't. Yeah, that's who's first. That's right. And Kaito strongly believes that Tajirine is Misane. But we have been unable to prove it. If we can prove it at all. Whoever set up this lock put an absurd CPU together to prevent anyone from getting in.
しかもただの CPU じゃない。
Sure seems like it. There's more to it than meets the eye. It's like, yeah, I know, I just referenced Transformers, but I couldn't help it.
戦っててチーター狩りを思い出した。
Huh. Okay. So, what's Kaito gonna do then? I mean, as I remember, the cheaters were also very difficult. So if it's all three of them put together here, how is Kaito gonna beat them? Jeez.
つまりどういうことだってばよ。
CPU のアカウント名が例のチーター3人の名前を合体させたようなものだって言ったでしょ。先方もさ、その3人の戦い方を全部持ち合わせてるような感じだったんだ。
Oh. And that fusion. Oh god. That fusion of all three of them has made this really difficult and also very powerful. So Kaito would need help then, right? So if it's... I just had a thought. If Kaito gets help, he knows two people who could help him. Nai, she's apparently also really good, even though that she's low on the leaderboards. We've learned that she's really good at Kill Ballad and has provided Kaito with some challenge. And if he's correct on his assumption that Tajirine is Misane, Misane could also help him. So they could combine their own usernames to create a new account with a fusion of their three playstyles to fight against this one. Oh boy, that actually sounds really interesting and exciting, doesn't it? I actually want that to happen. The way it's able to snipe me at range with pinpoint accuracy even between the buildings. Even between buildings. So Takasono Blee has some dead shot accuracy with sniping whoever is fighting against them. Alright. The way it's able to counter my close range attacks with insane speed using a machine that sucks at that range. And then there's the awful lag attacks that Hanasono utilized. Oh, that's right. I kind of forgot about that there was some lag in Hanasono's attacks. It's almost like the three cheaters have possessed this thing. It's both kind of nostalgic and disgusting all at once. That's an interesting mix.
感覚で分かったよ。この CPU はあのチーター3人と同じだってね。逆に言えば
The reverse. Alright.
あのチーター3人の方も CPU だったかもっていう気がする。
I mean, that would make sense considering how difficult it was to beat them.
本人は何ヶ月も前に死んでたけど、オンライン上での連中のキャラはあくまで CPU だから、なおも対戦を続けてられた。
Wait. I had made a theory that the, specifically with Taka no AI, I had made that theory that Taka no I was an AI. A computer. Like Airi. So, I feel like my theory is, like, justified here. That if the actual people died months ago, and the characters were CPU controlled, that they were basically like AIs. That actually feels kind of good to call that if I'm reading this correctly.
だったらチート解析ツールにそう結果が出たはず。
Yeah.
結局どうなったのか聞いてなかったけど、チーター連中が死んでたって話、その後どうなったわけ？
Yeah. We never got any kind of closure with that.
続報はなし。
Oh, really?
警察も真面目に取り合ってくれないってチューチュー安政が言ってた。
The police wouldn't respond? That sounds suspicious, doesn't it?
チーターを装って連中のアカウントを使ってたやつと今回の RI 社のサーバー乗っ取り犯は同一人物かもしれない。
Yeah. Oh boy. Things are coming together here. Oh man.
きっとキルバルのことをかなり詳しく知ってるやつだ。
Even more than Frau.
ま、そっちのことは別にどうでもいいけどね。
先輩、それはツンデレのつもりですか？
I don't think so.
いや、本当にどうでもいい。
This is Frau's problem. It's not something I can solve or fix. Except we need to do something.
でもさ、キルバラに関しちゃ全一を目指す人間として負けたままじゃいられないんだよね。
Yeah, really. It's like Kaito's ego has been damaged. So it's like Kaito needs to put a band-aid on that ego and let it heal. So that he can go at it again to try and beat Takasono Blee again. At least attempt to.
先輩。
ちょっと本気でこの高ソブってやつと勝負していいかな、コナちゃん。
Takasab? Takasab. Why is he calling it Takasab? I mean, is that a mistranslation?
高ソブ？
No, that's not a mistranslation. Because I heard Frau actually say Takasobu. Why is he calling it that then? Takasonobli is 2019. I cut it down to Takasab. To keep it simple, I guess. Oh, and apparently it's totally fine to challenge Takasab over and over again. Okay, there we go. We just need to keep trying. There's no penalty for losing. That's good then. Just gotta keep at it. Bastard sure seems confident in their little creation. I can feel myself getting annoyed. More reason not to lose.
こいつの目的が何なのか知らないけど。あんまり俺を怒らせると痛い目を見るって思い知らせてあげないとね。
It's like, don't make Kaito angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. If a goddamn CPU thinks it's got one over me, think again. Now it just sounds like Kaito is just completely pissed. Well, back to Misane. Well, we went through a lot here. Frau's attempted suicide, and Kaito, second best in the world at Kill Ballad, losing. That's pretty big. But anyway, I think I'm gonna stop it here for now. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.